No way.
Over my years of carp fishing, I've been to hundreds of venues, but there's one place I keep coming back to every single year. This is the Big Lake, over 80 acres of natural carp fishing heaven. With rumours of carp to over 90 pounds in here, there are some seriously big fish to go for, and the fights are no joke. But this time, just getting there proved to be interesting.
Well, welcome to another vlog. So I'm just lining up for the ferry as we speak. We leave at 5:20. And look at this mad thing going on. Don't know what the heck is going on over here. Not a clue. Absolutely no idea what that is. Some sort of celebration with the coppers and the taxi service. Absolutely no idea. If anyone knows what that's all about, put it in the comments below, because I would love to know. I'm off to Germany and I can't wait. I'm going to get out of this rain, plummeting UK temperatures, and get myself into Europe where it's a little bit warmer and there's some lovely big carp and no anglers. So I shall be making my way on to the ferry any minute now. I booked myself a lounge, very posh. No, not really, just because it's nice and quiet, and I don't have to see any anglers, and I can eat loads of nice food. And then I'm going to be travelling through the night time to Germany. So I've got about another 7 to 8 hours to drive when I get into Calais, and I'll be getting there. I'll be sticking the bed chair out, going straight to sleep, up at sunrise, looking for those fish. Can't wait. Good morning. I'm here in Germany. I arrived at 2:30 this morning. I'm a little bit tired, but I've been seeing carp this morning. I just came and set up in the swim that I fished last year and had the big one out of on the last morning, just because I wanted to see what it was like this morning. Obviously I caught that big one from here last year. But the fish have been showing over the far side, so I'm not going to jump in here as yet. I'm going to put some bait in here, but I'm actually going to fish over the other side where I've been seeing the carp. They're in an area that I've never fished before on this lake, so it's a nice bit of a change. The weather's warm, really warm, not really a breath of wind at the moment, which is great for seeing fish. As I said, they're showing down in that corner, so I'm going to have my coffee and make my way over there. Right, first things first, I'm going to sort the mix out. Chopped peanuts, that's going to be kind of the base of the mix really. Then I've got a load of chopped tigers, which I did at home before I came. I'll put a bit of hemp in there as well, good measure. Not going too wild with the hemp. A handful or two of pellet. And 10 millers. Poached in liver, of course. This will just kick me off for today. Yeah. Look at that. Beautiful. I'm going with a bit of a Brazil nut attack to start with, I think. Nice. Perfect. Plug it with a bit of cork. Nice. Pucker de bear. Lovely jubbly. Slight stumbling block in the form of a great big tree, so it'll carry a few yards down here, which is fine. Oops. Nearly in trouble. I'm sure I did that last time I was here. It's a good sign. I definitely did that last time I was there, I remember that. Schmuck. Anyway, I spotted it. Weird. That is so Jimmy, that is. For those of you that know me. You know, that's a bit of me doing the silly things like that. We are down in the swim now. I remember this swim from last time. It's quite dark down here. Feel very much on your own with not much of a view until you get out on this platform. It's going to be boat fishing, a lot of it. But there are carp showing like behind me in this sort of area. I've seen several now. I must have seen 10 shows this morning, which means basically I've got to sort the rods out now. I don't even think I'm going to go out in the rowing boat at the moment. I think I'm just going to send the bait boat out, find a slightly shallower area I can put a rod on, and just put a couple of traps out there first of all, because they're showing. I don't want to be going over there with a big old boat, because there are carp out there. So yeah, I think I'm just going to send the Echo out there and get some rods on the spot straight away, just like I'll do in England. So yeah, I'll do that now.
I had 5 days to fish this place, and seeing these shows left, right and centre, well, it was enough to have me confident that this was going to be a pretty great session.
Alright, so what's nice is it's actually got some of my spots stored from this time last year. Look at that, perfect, look at it, lovely. That is lovely, look at it, rock hard. 7.5, lovely, blooming jubbly. This is by far the best spot that I've found in like 7 to 7.5 metres. Not overly far out either, which is nice. It's even indicating some sort of fish, whether that's carp or not, I don't know. It looks carpy. I'm going mad with the bait. A couple of scoops, just to try and nick a bite, hopefully. Rod number 2. First rod out is over on that plateau. The second rod is going out on the second plateau. There's been a lot of carp showing, a lot more carp than there was showing last time I was here, which is what I want to see. Nice, perfect. Right, send her back. Rain's just starting. I mean, conditions, honestly, couldn't really get a lot better. God, it's overcast, moody, rainy, carpy. I'm in the new swim. It's not really a new swim, I didn't really start in the other swim. I've moved over here and there's fish showing constantly. Not very far out, maybe 100, 120 yards. Some big fish, real big fish, jumping clean out the water. Got 2 rods out. I've got nuts on both. I've got a Brazil nut on one, a tiger nut on the other, just on my normal rigs, crank hooks. Let's see what happens. Weather looks absolutely unbelievable. It's warm, drizzly, breeze. I'm going to get in the boat and go and have a look at some spots. Tried to nick a quick bite, but it hasn't materialised. So, yeah, time to start getting organised. So it's all been a little bit manic so far. Not because I caught any fish, but just getting prepped really for the first 24 hours, if you like. Didn't catch anything on those sort of on those bait boated rods earlier on. But what I decided to do is, because I thought they were really nice areas on the Echo Sounder, I've gone out there. I've actually zoomed the bait boat out there, and then I've got my prodding poles and just had a little prod around and left one of the poles in position, and then I've H blocked up the other one just to give me a little bit of guidance and to check the baited spots each day, because one thing I'm going to be doing is lowering my GoPro onto the spots just to check them, check if there's any bait gone, and just check that everything's okay and see what's happened. So that's what I've been doing. I'm going to be keeping an eye on them. The rods are now out on the pole, on the marker, and the spots look perfect. Just a nice silty area with the odd fleck of gravel, which is absolutely ideal. So yeah, both rods are on the spots with nuts, a few scoops of bait over the top. Let's see what the first 24 hours brings. Well, it's lunchtime. It's actually way past lunchtime. It's 2:45 now. Today's gone well quick. I do need to get back out in the boat to go and bait a few more spots. But for now, I need a hot dog. Nice.
As the day went on, I started feeling the pressure creeping in. I only had a set amount of days to make the most of, and so far I hadn't had a single knock on my alarms. So I went back out to reprime the spots.
Okay, we're good. Let's go. Time to scoot back. Right, it's getting on for evening time now. The old bells are ringing in the distance. It's a very, very moody, wet, drab evening, but it feels carpy as anything. All 3 rods are on beautiful silty spots in 7 to 8 metres of water on little shallower areas compared to the rest of the lake. And I'm happy. I'm on fish, or certainly was this morning. I'm hoping they'll turn up again in the morning. But for now, yeah, I'm happy. You know, everything's in position. I've baited a few other areas as well over the other side of the pond. Let's hope something happens tonight. It's beautiful. It's so quiet, so quiet. It's wet, but I'll take it. Let's hope one of them rods roars off with a German giant. Oh, we got one on. Absolute screaming take. Getting in closer now. She's been thumping all the way in. And I'll fight hard in Germany, I tell you. Oh, this fight is ridiculous. Get in there. Oh, Jamesy. I must get myself a net float. Epoxy thing. Oh, wow. They don't like the net, that is for sure. Come on. That's a common. This time, please. Yeah. Shuffled her in this time. What a touch. Oh, first fish. Whoop. Yes. Well, first one of the trip on the first morning. Oh, lovely common. Oh, crazy common. A lovely common. That's the best part of £30, I would say. Check him out. How's that for a cracking start to the trip? Beautiful, beautiful carp. Yeah, gotta be £30 that for sure. 31 maybe, something like that. But yeah, what a cracking start. That's a beauty, isn't it? Really is. Took a Brazil nut over some peanuts, pro stim and other bits and bobs. Lovely carp. Let's have a quick look at the other side. Do love it here in Germany. Right, let's have another quick look. Very angry fish. Yeah, there's the other side, look. How about that then, hey? Not a bad start to my trip to Germany, is it? Let's get you home. Good morning. Well, that was a hectic morning. I had a bite just as it was getting light, and the result was a common carp well over £30. Pretty pleased. The weather is absolutely epic out there. The wind is hacking into this bay, it really is. or hacking down to this side of the lake, and conditions couldn't get any better, if I'm honest. So I haven't seen as many as I did yesterday, but they've got to be on this wind, and I've obviously had a bite this morning, so very, very chuffed. I haven't had a coffee yet. It's time to get a coffee on because I need to be woken up a little bit, and yeah, looking forward to the next few days.
Now that I was off the mark and frankly over the moon, it was time to refresh the bait and reset the rod.
Right, it's time to go and get this rod back out.
I'd first found out about the venue through a German friend of mine, and after a lot of digging I found more about the spectacular carp that this venue held. My first trip was truly memorable. It started slowly, but as I learnt more about the venue and began to unlock the code, I began to catch. With some incredible carp and a magnificent jet black PB of 64 pounds, I had truly fallen in love with the place, and I had to return.
Right, I'm off out in the boat. I'm going to go and see if the spots have been cleared of bait. Obviously my right hand rod I've had a bite on, so I'm going to leave that be. But my middle rod, I'm going to go and have a look, and I'm going to go and check out some of the spots that I baited up yesterday. I'm going to lower this GoPro onto the spots to see if there's any bait left.
You always know there's life and fish underwater, but there's always something so surprising about getting to see it up close. To know there were perch, roach, and a whole host of other fish just 7 feet below me, that was special.
Look at them bad boys. Burgers for dinner tonight. I'm going to get my head down early so I can get up, find those carp. Hopefully something's going to wake me up in the night, or at first light like it did this morning. That'd be nice. Right, good night everyone. I'm going to get these burgers down me. See you tomorrow. Guten Morgen, and a very, very Guten Morgen to you too, because I've caught one. As it was dark, what was it, 5:30? Right hand rod, once again, absolutely busted off. Those V2 alarms, Delkin V2s, absolutely shrilled out loud as yeah, the rod absolutely hooped round, and I did battle with a very decent common by the looks of it. I'm just gonna have a little quick coffee just as a bit of a morning turbo charge, and we'll take a look at her. How's it looking? It's I haven't seen a lot this morning, not compared to the first morning that I was here. I think they know I'm here, and you know, me clattering around in the boat probably isn't helping, so I'm going to leave that today until later this afternoon. The rods are staying on the spots until this afternoon. They're out, it's a light breeze, it's warm, looks moody, weather conditions couldn't be any better, to be absolutely honest with you. So yeah, we'll have a look at this common next and see what today brings. But before that could happen, things were going to get hectic. That's a weird bite. It's the tiniest carp on the planet. Well, from tiny acorns, eh? Come on, mate, just get your nose out and you can go. See you, pal. Great nanny or great granddad, please. Well, smallest one of the trip so far. Lovely carp though, isn't it? Long, lean, fighting machine.
And shortly after that, I found myself hooked into something a whole lot bigger.
Gosh, that would have taken half. Come on, mate. In she goes. Nice. What a creature. She's absolutely crapping out tiger nuts all over the mat. Look at that thing, eh? Oh, very, very happy Jimmy indeed, that is for sure. Right, mate, let's get her home. Not sure whether we've had a look where my house is yet. Well, that's it. This is where I'm staying. A bit of a mess. The boat, the bait and all that in there. So I've done a few fish photos. I've got a forage pot on the top there. Yeah, this is base. Well, that's my little workstation. Keep me organised. I do like to keep organised on these longer trips. I wouldn't even dream of taking a table or anything like that when I'm on my short ones in the UK, etc. But on my longer ones, I don't mind taking a couple of creature comforts. Good afternoon. I've caught 4 carp so far and I'm only 2 nights in. Got 2 nights to go. I had a tiny little carp earlier which my mate Steph reckons is probably the smallest fish in the lake, if not ever been caught out of the lake. Typical, eh? Rods are out, back on the spots. The middle rod has been cleared out both nights without a bite so far. So I've switched over to a 10mm boilie on that one and a bit of corn, just like the right hand has been producing. So I'm hoping that will change. So yeah, rods are out. It's a beautiful evening. The wind's dropped, and I love it here. I've got a nip to the shops soon to get a few bits and bobs for dinner. But yeah, magical, magical place. Well, that's dinner done. I'm now about to watch, well, I am watching West Ham against Liverpool. Oh. Never too hopeful, if I'm honest, against the Scousers. They always seem to batter West Ham, particularly in the Carabao Cup. Anyway, I'm going to have an early night, watch West Ham, have an early night, and I just hope a German giant. Oh, we scored! It's an own goal, Liverpool! West Ham 1-0. That'll do. Anyway, I'm hoping for a big German giant tonight. See you in the morning. Well, good morning. It's absolutely blowing a hooligan out here, as you can see behind me. I've just reboated my right hand rod, which was hard work in this wind. The old boat was getting smashed to bits. I just thought I'd have a little bit of a recast. I didn't have anything last night or this morning, which was a bit weird. I wonder whether I've been cleared out. I'm going to give it till 1-2 o'clock, something like that, and I really need to contemplate my last roll of the dice, whether I'm going to move over to the far side. Yeah, I really need to make a decision on what I'm going to do, because I've got 1 night left, and I don't know whether to go over to the other side into the calm water and just give that a little go, or stay here, you know, where I have had bites. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm going to need to make a decision soon, but we'll see. Gosh, I wish I could use electric motors here. Well, I don't actually. No, that's a lie, because it is pretty nice fishing quite traditionally like this. Here comes the rain. Savage. Savage, savage weather. Right, I thought I'd do a little update. It is 2:30, nothing to report whatsoever. I've redone all the rods, so that's it. I've decided not to move. I did see a fish down the right hand side earlier on. So I'm going to stay put. I've got one more night. I just feel like that middle rod could do a fish. Been back out there, bait's gone as normal. I'm just being done on it, I think, constantly. So I put a little pellet hook bait on it, and I'm hoping that the change is going to be fruitful for me. Nothing to report today, unfortunately. So yeah, that's about it. Let's just hope this last night brings a giant. I was maybe hiding it for the camera a bit, but everything in me was gutted that this could potentially be how the session ended. Yes, I'd caught some fish, and some great ones at that, but the German giant I was hoping for was still out there waiting to be caught. Right, this should be fun. Treat myself to a Mackie D's on the last night. Hello, do you speak English at all? Nine. Do you do double quarter pounder meal? Two cheeseburger?
4 cheeseburger.
Does cheeseburger?
5.
Yeah.
Ja?
And chips, friet?
Wie bitte?
Chips? No? Yeah, so I sacked that idea of a drive-through off. They had no clue, nor did I really, so I went inside and got my McDonald's, and I've eaten it on the way home. Anyway, I'm going to get back, stick the rod straight back out, and let's hope for a last night giant. Good night. I'm going to get some sleep because I've got to be leaving at 10 AM tomorrow. But yeah, last gasp whacker would be lovely. Wow, I've got one on. No way. I've got like an hour till I have to pack up, and the left hand rod has just rattled off. Unbelievable timing, really is. You can just see on my spool just how much line's on there. Not much. I've been playing it for about 10 minutes now, and it's probably still 120 yards out, I would say. Unbelievable. And I'll fight, I tell you, they really do. Oh, could this be the last gasp big one that I want? Unfortunately, the GoPro died just as I was getting into netting that fish. How big? I don't know. It looks like a good one, potentially 40 pounder, which would be very, very nice to finish, wouldn't it? Well, on the last morning, just like last time, we have a German terminator. Look at the size of that. Show you again. Over 20 kilos of German terminator. Look at that. A bar of gold. I'm so happy. And it's happened on the final morning. Stefan, come in here. This is my friend Stefan, who has helped me throughout this trip. Thank you, mate. No problem. Again, beautiful carp. Yes, cheers, mate. What a fish. Let's have a quick look at the other side, and then we'll put her home very quickly. This is the other side. Cheers, Stefan. Another lovely Lovely looking side, look at that. What a fish, what a finish. I have got to go and get my boat now. Okay, awesome, awesome. Thank you, mate. Oh, what a fish.